Hello, everyone. My name is DJ Stephen Andrew from Long Beach, California. I just want to talk to you a bit about some live streaming that I've been doing these past 10 weeks with the whole COVID-19 situation. I know right now the world's a little crazy with a lot of protests and riots going on. So, for safety, it's not the best time to be going out. But the good thing is that we have our music. So if you're a DJ, this is a great time to practice, to mix, to put your music together, and it's a great time to stream, to connect with your audience. Me, I DJ for my buddy and boss, Danny Sanchez, who runs iLove80sClubs.com. So he clubs like New Wave Bar, Totally 80s Bar, and a few others. So he actually owns 4 venues, and he runs 5 venues, one of them being the 80s Club Edition at the Holy Goalie in Downey. So what he's been doing is organizing these awesome Zoom parties that have been extremely successful. And the reason why I say that is because it's really kept our community and scene close-knit. So we've been having a few hundred people on every week tuning in. And what I like about Zoom compared to other platforms is it has like a Brady Bunch type situation if you've never been on Zoom before. So I can see people and they can see me just like this. So I can literally see inside of their living rooms, inside of their garages, wherever they're having a good time. I've seen families dancing and jumping around. I've seen, people enjoying adult beverages. They can cheers me on the camera. They can wave. We can laugh. We can sing and dance together. For me, I think that's awesome because that's what keeps me engaged, and I can tell what music is working and what's not. So it's like to me that's the next best thing from DJing in a club. But I know other formats like Instagram and Facebook, it's just comments. But that doesn't really work too well for me because I need to be able to see rather than just read comments. Which brings me to gear. Now, if you just want to stream to Facebook or Instagram, you can do it very easily. So what I have is a Serato Numark Scratch Mixer. Now, this is a great mixer. I think Numark did an awesome job, especially for the price range. Now, what you can do is just go master out with the regular RCA to headphone jack. So you would do something like this. You would put this in the master out, this into the headphone jack of your PC. Now, this only works for a PC, so I have an old Dell that I do that with sometimes as well. But I also have an iPhone and I have a MacBook Pro. If you are going to use an iPhone or a MacBook Pro, then you need to get a special headphone jack. It has to have these 3 wires on it. So just to give you a side-by-side comparison, just regular RCA versus the 3-ring headphone jack. Now, the reason why this works is because that extra ring acts like an input, like a microphone. So the music will be able to, like right now I have an iPhone, I can just plug it right in, and I can start streaming stereo quality music. Or I can pop it into an iPad, or I can pop it into my MacBook Pro. So those are 2 different options that you have right there. Now, you can do it from a DJ mixer. You could also do it from a MIDI controller. So I also have this great Pioneer MIDI controller. So same thing. I have RCA out to the headphone jack like what I just showed you. Now, what I think the best option is an audio interface. So my next purchase is going to be an audio interface. Luckily, my buddy DJ Wilmer, he let me borrow his. So an audio interface looks like this. Now, it's a little different. So an audio interface is typically XLRs. So out of the DJ mixer, instead of going through the master out, you would do XLRs. XLR inside of the audio interface. Now, you're not using any RCAs with this. So what it has in the back is a USB cord, like the same kind of cord that you would connect to run Serato software. You would go inside of Zoom, and then you would select the audio interface as your audio source. And the reason why that is, it's clean, because I've had issues when I've done it, because I've been doing this for 10 weeks, and I've had some learning experiences. And so sometimes with an RCA, if you turn it or it gets messed up or loose, it can sound staticky or it can affect the sound quality. But once you're in there with the USB, then you're pretty solid and golden. So I recommend that's the way to go. But it all depends on what you're doing. But I know for our parties, we've gone from 8 in the evening till 8 in the morning. So you want to make sure it sounds good. Which brings me to my next point too about what are you using? If you're using Facebook, are you using Instagram, are you using TikTok? Now, as DJs, you all know if you try to live stream that there are copyright issues. So you can be on there, you can be like, really into it, and then get booted off because of these copyright issues. Which is another reason I personally like Zoom, because with Zoom there are 0 copyright issues. So I just wanted to pass along some knowledge, and it's a learning experience. You guys can get frustrated at first, but you can do it. It's just going out, practicing, doing it. I learned a lot from my buddy Brian Sebastian, so shout out to DJ Brian Sebastian. And so if I can learn it, you guys can learn it. Okay, so hopefully you pick something up from this and stay safe out there. Be careful, stay creative, and I hope to hear some DJ mixes from you guys. Peace out.